Hi, happy you could join us. Today we're taking you to a true hidden gem in the Vegas Chinatown. Welcome to Let's Eat Vegas, a guide to Las Vegas restaurants, buffets, and other eating establishments, showing you the good, the bad, and the delicious. Join us today as we travel to a new discovery, BBQ King. They're located at 6450 West Spring Mountain Road, just 10 minutes west of the Strip, right in the heart of our Chinatown district. BBQ King is one of those cheap hidden gems in Vegas. While the restaurant's been here for years, it's now under new ownership, and so it's essentially brand new, waiting to be discovered. The name is somewhat misleading. When you hear BBQ King, it sounds like a Western-style barbecue joint. But in this case, it refers to Chinese barbecued meats, such as Chinese pork and duck. This is one of those old-fashioned Chinese places that I remember from when I was a kid in the 70s and 80s that has great food and is a bargain. And Dad would take trips up to Los Angeles for work, then stop on his way home in Chinatown and bring us these strange and exciting umami-rich dishes bursting with flavor. That food really left an imprint on my memories. Tasting the food at BBQ King has my taste buds flooded with the memories of my childhood. The BBQ King offers the best lunch special menu in Vegas. It's a great deal. Good food, cheap eats. Most people are used to the term lunch special, meaning there's a small amount of an entree served on the same dish with some bland fried rice and an egg roll. But here, it's a large dinner-size a la carte portion, served by itself and big enough to share. As with many Chinese restaurants, the experience begins with complimentary tea. Here, it's a wonderful jasmine tea. Pao Chicken is a dish found very commonly in America. It's one of the most popular dishes here, but how authentic is it? In America, it's very often made to resemble a sweet and sour with orange juice and quite a bit of sugar. Real, authentic Chinese Kung Pao should not contain orange juice or sugar. The Pao Chicken here, which is on the lunch menu, is made the authentic way. It has peanuts, bell peppers, and spicy peppers, and reminds me of old-fashioned Chinese recipes made by Madame Wu in the 1960s. If you missed out on that, it's here waiting for you. Spicy, but not so crazy it takes your breath away. This Kung Pao is so good, you'll dream about it later tonight. Charred chicken and the essence of burnt chili pods flood your taste buds and seduce your palate. So, a quality dish, and as you can see, it's a hefty portion as well. At just $10.95, it's an unbeatable deal. Chow Fun is one of my go-to dishes. Thank God for a man named Mr. Hui, who invented it during World War II. He was the man who had the foresight to turn what was once a wet soup into an umami-rich, dry, savory dish. I love the seared noodles and the Chinese broccoli, so crunchy and fresh. I also love the seared meat and white pepper taste that gives it that hit of spicy goodness that lingers in your mouth. I order this dish almost every time I go out for Chinese, and it varies so much from place to place. I find Chow Fun serves as an excellent barometer to judge the overall quality of food at the restaurant. Many places make a very bland version. Here, it's anything but bland. There's so much going on. It's wonderful. Next, we add the salt and pepper pork chops. They're dipped in egg white, then coated in cornstarch, salt, pepper, and umami. Then, quickly fried and topped with slices of scallions and serrano peppers. We did love the first few pieces we had of this dish, but then the richness quickly overpowers everything. I wouldn't order this dish again unless I were with a group of 6 or more, so everyone could have just a few pieces. The Mongolian beef is slightly sweet and very savory. I love making this dish at home myself. Have you ever wondered why the beef in Chinese restaurants is always so tender? It's a process called velveting. Beef is soaked in an egg white and baking soda mixture, which makes it as smooth and soft as velvet. After it's cooked, it's so tender it melts in your mouth. Wow, what a flavor bomb. The Mongolian beef here is rich and flavorful. You can really taste the dark soy sauce and chilies. BBQ King's Mongolian beef is memorable. The pork fried rice is another lunch special item. They use their amazing Chaoshu pork, diced up, to give it a rich porky flavor. Eggs, soy, peas, and veggies give it crunch, and it has a rich umami taste. I would definitely recommend this dish. Fried rice is usually made from rice that's a few days old. Fresh rice does not have the same texture when used. Yet another ancient Chinese secret. Next, we had chopped suey. This is thought to have been invented by Chinese immigrants in America by using scraps left over in the kitchen. However, some claim of it being made in Tucson in the 1890s. Growing up as a kid, I remember everyone's mom making this dish. It was very popular with American housewives in the 60s and 70s. In fact, I remember a company that I won't mention the name of here that sold an instant version of it that came with a can of so-called Chinese vegetables such as cooked bean sprouts, red peppers, and bamboo shoots. It also came with a pouch of crispy Chow Mein noodles to place on top. The nicest thing I can say about that product is it was pretty awful. Chop Suey is a new addition to the menu here at BBQ King, and it's also included in the lunch specials. It's a very fresh dish. It has chicken, broccoli, carrots, pea pods, onions, and celery. It's then quickly fried in a light sauce that is just enough to coat the chopped suey and your rice. This dish is as healthy as it is delicious. Sweet and sour chicken is probably one of America's favorite Chinese dishes. Here, it's definitely ours. It's just as I remembered it as a kid from my dad's travels from LA's Chinatown. Some places make it too rich because it's fried in a heavy batter, but here it's perfect. The batter is light, airy, and crispy, and the pineapple, onions, and green peppers add a wonderful freshness. I just can't get enough of this dish. It's as good as any sweet and sour chicken anywhere in Chinatown, or anywhere I've ever eaten it before. Though not lunch specials, here are some of the dishes that explain the barbecue in BBQ King. The barbecue pork and roasted pork combo, or A6 on the menu. Here again is the wonderful Chao pork seen in the pork fried rice. It's referred to as barbecue pork on the menu, and it's recognizable from its bright red color. Slowly barbecued in a sweet Chinese 5-spice sauce for many hours, the pork absorbs a vast array of flavors from the marinade and becomes a wonderful barbecue delight. It's paired with roasted pork, which has this marvelous crispy skin, very much like a Lechon pork. It's perfectly cooked, still juicy, not dry at all. The fat has an amazing flavor, and not gamey. The accompanying hoisin sauce is perfect for dipping. This winning team of pork is a really great combination. I love the radishes they serve with this combo. Slightly pickled and sweet, they're a nice complement to the porky richness and a great addition to this dish. The roast duck is cooked to perfection. The skin is so crispy and fresh, and the meat of the duck is to die for. I love the sweet and sour sauce they serve with it on the side, but you can also choose to use the hoisin sauce if you wish. It goes very well. Reminds me somewhat of a mushu sauce on the duck. Just be careful of the bones. And finally, we closed with the last lunch special item, lettuce wraps. Chicken lettuce wraps, or san choy bao as they're known in China. This dish originated thousands of years ago. These are so great, they scream with flavor. Such a rich and robust taste that contrasts so well with the crispy lettuce leaves. I love this dish and you will too. Here they serve the real Chinese version of a famous Americanized dish. The wraps are available with either chicken or duck. So, we really love the food at BBQ King. We've been here a number of times and the food is remarkably consistent. Today there are so many places that serve American Chinese style cuisine that can't really compare to real authentic Chinese. This is not the case at BBQ King, and this has fast become one of our go-to spots when we're in the mood for Chinese cuisine. BBQ King's lunch specials showcase excellent Chinese food at a bargain price without sacrificing quality. You won't find a better Chinese cheap eats in the city. I know we're all guilty of watching videos on YouTube and not subscribing. As a reminder, it's free to subscribe, and it really helps us bring you more videos. So please like, subscribe, share, comment, and hit the notifications bell. It means a lot to us. Until we eat again, bon appetit.